Oh man, it's so cold in here. It's gotta be warmer outside than in this little shack. Is the sun shining out here yet? God dang! That's definitely a no. It's colder outside than it is inside. Wait, why is the snow still blowing inside my house?
What the heck?
And this is our review of
Antarctica.
I'd like to thank the publisher for providing me a review copy of the game. It was developed and self-published by
Games.
The game is set to be released on January 28th to the Steam Marketplace for an undisclosed price. Video games have been dropping players on Martian planets for years, so it's not really a new concept to be put in an unfamiliar environment with minimal equipment, exploring and scrapping your way forward. The snowy and radioactive environments here make the planet even more unwelcoming as you attempt to collect resources and build shelters and bases to survive with a little help from the wildlife that inhabit this world. Nova Antarctica offers uniquely strange and foreign experience, providing little hand-holding or narrative explanation as you're thrown into the Arctic tundra in one forced objective: just to survive. What do you think? You up for the challenge? The game's wonderfully minimalistic and solid art design gives you just enough intuitive direction to allow players to find their way forward without the need of yellow paint on each climb point. Games like Flower and Journey did this extremely well, and Nova Antarctica aligns with the general feeling that you're exploring the unknown alien environment. Now, what if I told you this alien planet wasn't really extraterrestrial as much as just terrestrial? That's right, this planet, this strange Arctic, is actually Earth, ravaged by a number of disasters in the near-distant future of 2900. That's a date. The planet has been plagued by lethal viruses, food shortages, extreme weather, obviously, and unending wars that have completely decimated the population. All of a sudden, a mysterious signal is suddenly sent out to all countries from the South Pole. It indicates the possible existence of abundant resources. So it looks like we're sending our troops to Greenland.
This is our land now, because you got resources and I want them, that's why.
So it's a ray of hope in dark times. You take the role of a young child. Of course, who else would you send into the Arctic? You set out to save the planet from itself. Good luck, Timmy. Here's a spacesuit and some rations. Go save the planet. I'll just sit here and wait for you to return. Good luck, buddy. We're counting on you. And although the blowing snow sometimes makes me feel like the graphics are reminiscent of like an N64 vector game, the easygoing light soundtrack, accompanied by the environmental sound effects, make this feel like an intentional art design decision. I played the game with the Xbox controller and found the mapping seemed to be designed well for it, as every function had a button assigned. That being said, the general gameplay here gave me trouble. Juggling the various crafting mechanisms, managing my life, stamina, and radioactive energy levels was a lot to manage early in the game, until you really get the base established.
That's right. Survival of the fittest, baby.
I think the general feeling of being lost and the inability to find any recognizable landmarks made the navigation extremely difficult, along with the storms bringing freezing temperatures and radiation to damage my suit. Come on, time to survive here. I did several instances where my tools disappeared on me. I just crafted that thing. Where'd it go? And today I loaded up the game and my save file seems to have been lost. In version 1.0. This kind of feels like maybe these are isolated incidents as the game moves towards production. Hopefully this is more of a me problem, not a you problem. Overall, with its very minimalistic design and barren landscapes, the game gave me the feeling that I was truly alone. Until I wasn't. I'm avoiding spoilers here, so we'll leave it at that. Wink, wink. If you're looking for a slower-paced, cozy game to keep you busy this winter, Nova Antarctica just may be the adventure for you. Will you make it alone, or enlist the help of the local inhabitants to help you find the signal at the South Pole? The stark environments and the fog of war actually wore thin after a while, and dying multiple times while bumping around aimlessly started to have me feel like my storyline progression was slowing. I see where they were headed with this design of the game, and my character just really couldn't figure out how to get there. And I guess that's what the game's all about, and that's why Nova Antarctica left the farm with 3 beans out of 5. Yeah, well, that wraps up that review right there. Here's some notes I took. Where I put the keys to the truck. So, we make these new review videos every week, so if you're an indie developer or there's something you want to see... I got through everything I wanted to in 2025. If your game didn't get reviewed, it's probably in the backlog. Let us know your thoughts and recommendations in the comments down below. Be sure to visit again next week
as we continue to take humorous stabs at some of the industry's new and upcoming titles.
Stay safe out there. We'll see you next time on the farm.